Hi there everyone, it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I am introducing a new eyeshadow project. Now, this is not a painting project. This is just a usage project. So I tried painting those eyeshadows and I knew I was going to be a failure at it. I just don't wear makeup often enough in order to make that something that can work for me. So I stumbled upon a project on Instagram called No Pan Left Behind. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like. You strive to use every single eyeshadow pan, blush pan, highlighter pan, whatever it is you're working on in your collection. And so I thought that would be the perfect way for me to not only get use out of my eyeshadow collection, but to also use an entire palette and then make the decision if that's a palette that I want to keep in my collection or if it's one that I'm going to declutter. And when I say declutter, it'll either be to sell to you guys or send to Project Beauty Share. It'll just depend on the palette, really. So what I've done is I use the Spin the Wheel app. You can just get this out of the App Store. I'm on iOS, of course, because I have an iPhone. And I have put in every single eyeshadow palette that I own. Now, I have half a dozen, 6 more eyeshadow palettes on their way to me from Makeup Revolution. I bought during their Black Friday sale. I think it was their Black Friday sale. I don't remember. Ulta had the Forever Flawless, some of their palettes, but they went really quickly before I could get my hands on them. So I ordered a few of them directly from the Revolution website. They ended up being a few dollars cheaper, but it comes from England, so it's taking forever. But when those get here, they will be added to this. So it's going to really depend on the size of the palette. Like if I get a little 9-pen palette, I know that I can get 3 looks out of that, no problem. So my goal is to have enough eyeshadow pans to do 12 to 15 different looks. And I can use 3 to 4 pans of eyeshadow per look. So I'm going to start, we're going to start with Lovebird, which is a 9-pen palette. Lovebird is 9, so that's 3 looks. Midnight Festival, I think, is 15. So that's 5 looks. So we're at 8 looks. Reloaded Iconic, I think, is 12. So let me pull these 3 and then we'll see how many looks that's going to be. Okay, so let's start with the Lovebird palette. That's this one from ColourPop. It's very much already, wasn't I working on, yeah, I was working on this palette right here, this shadow right here in my Pin Those Eyeshadows when I was doing that. So there are 3 press glitters in this. So this can be 3 different looks. Next is the Midnight Festival palette from BH Cosmetics. Isn't that cool? And there are 15. Oh, there's 20. So that can be, it could still be 5. 4 pressed glitters in this one too. Ooh, this is going to be very colorful. So 3, 8. These are so pretty. Sorry, I got to try 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so potentially 13 looks. So here is the Reloaded Iconic, which is also one that I was working on. In the Pin Those Eyeshadows, I was working on this one. This is a very cool tone neutral look. Let me do some of these shimmers for you. It's very neutral, very cool tone, which is very much at odds with the with the Midnight Festival one. There's that one. So very pastel, leaning into spring. Hopefully you guys can see those. So there's this is one of those mattes with the shimmer, which I don't really love those, but so yeah. So like I said, my goal is to use every single pan of eyeshadow in these 3 palettes that I picked. I will draw at every update. So every update will go live on the so I will do an update every month. I will try to remember to take pictures of all of the looks that I do, and then I will post them when I update. So the goal, like I said, is to use every pan of eyeshadow that I own. And then once I tell you guys about the palette, I'll give you a little mini review if I've never used it. Then I'll decide if it's going to stay or if it's going to go. So yeah, so that's it. I hope this made sense. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Let me know in the comments what projects that you're working on this year. I've seen some people doing the 365 lip and eyeshadow challenge with Jessica Lee. Again, I don't wear makeup every day, or that would be something that tickled my fancy too. But I think this one is gonna work for me. So as I mentioned in my Pan That Palette video, I'm not introducing any more projects other than this until maybe the first quarter is done, because I want to see just how well I do. I am setting a goal for myself to wear makeup 12 or 15 days a month. Not only because I want to work through products, but also because it really does help my mental health. It's a form of self-care for me, and it helps me feel connected to the outside world, even though I'm not connected to the outside world. So I don't know, it's a little weird, but I know what I mean. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate all of you that have been commenting and hanging out with me. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.